fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hey guys, my name's CJ Gaming and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with part 24 of my F1 2018 career mode. Here you can look at the table. We're currently 7th after the first 2 races of Season 2. Yeah, it's a Chinese Grand Prix now. Probably, well, it's going to be a lot better than Bahrain. Bahrain's horrible. But we do actually have those three upgrades on the car. I think I showed that in the last video. I can't remember, it's been such a long time. But we got 2 new aerodynamic upgrades on the car and a chassis upgrade. Which is very, very good. And now, we can either go for a major... Oh, well, yeah, major... Well, 2 major upgrades for the aerodynamics. Or we can go towards that major brake chassis development there. Which means we'll be able to brake later, so that could be good, but it's time for practice for the Chinese Grand Prix.
This weekend sees us arrive in Shanghai for the Chinese Grand Prix. First up is today's practice session. We can see, of course, plenty of activity in the garages as we wait for the green light to get this session underway. Anthony Davidson, thank you for joining me once again. What are you going to be looking out for once the cars get out there on the circuit today?
Well, naturally, in any free practice session, you can never be sure exactly what programs the teams are running, how much fuel they've put in, and so on. So it's important to resist the temptation to draw any firm conclusions from the fastest times on the monitor. What we can do, however, is look for consistent pace over the course of multiple laps. So if someone does half a Grand Prix distance, and they're consistently half a second quicker than another driver doing the same, then that's generally a good indicator of a car with a solid race pace.
So here we are in practice. Quite a lot of mistakes actually. What am I talking about? There's no mistakes here. Apart from this. I spoke too soon. I thought there was going to be a mistake out of that corner, but there wasn't. But we do get quite a lot of purple score. Well, we've given up on the ERS and fuel saving. Like, I guess they're not targets, are they? They're yeah, what are they called?
Classification at the end of the session, then here are your top
practice program. My brain is going dead. Sorry about that long pause, but we are 5th in the in practice. We didn't go. I was on the second slowest tyre there though, so hey ho. It's not really the best. Like, we didn't get maximum points, but hey ho, it is what it is. And we got to speak to Claire, and she's talking about the focus on the aerodynamics and the development. And we've gone for the aerodynamic option there. Can't remember what it was, but yeah, this car, even though like there's only one bit, like we need to get more bits for the car. Like the gearbox is slowly wearing out, like way too fast. The ICE, MGUK, they're getting quite worn a lot faster than I was expecting. So somewhere down the line we will have to take a penalty, which is a bit unfortunate, but hey ho, it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, other people would be doing it though, so it's not exactly the end of the world, but it could definitely be like, yeah, it could definitely be better. But here we are in practice, finishing off our little practice programs. We did get rain in the first session, that's why we had to stop those practice programs. So we got a bit more resource points. We actually go fastest with our qualifying lap time there. Which is fantastic. We've got to speak to Claire once again. Why does she want to speak to us so much? She just spoke to us after the first practice session. Jesus Christ. Give me a break, woman. But yeah, we're going to get more. Well, we did get a little bit more boost towards our chassis there. And hoping we'll be full quality. What are you on about, mate? We come first. I'm not sure what that question was about, but we are like up to like 500 resource points. I think that should put us up to. Let's have a look here. We got 20 for that, 15, 17, 25, 50. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be up into like, I don't know. I think we had 300 going into that session, and we're now up to 500. Yeah, I thought so there. Mistake. Well, nearly every team likes us apart from bloody Force India, so they can go fuck themselves for all I care. Ooh, don't know what I'm on about, but there we are. We got to get 40 drivers' championship points in the next 2 races, which is Azerbaijan and this. But anyway, it's time for qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix.
glad you joined us today for this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China.
So here we are in Q1. I'm pretty sure this is going to be our only lap time. We go up to the line and we go fastest with a 1:32.3. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. And we at the end of the session we are third. Well, we're about nearly 2 seconds slower than our teammate. But Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly, Van Dorn, Sorokin, and Hartley are all out of the. Wait, what? Oh, the other Fernando Alonso was the only one to get through for that. Yeah, don't worry. I was just thinking something in my head, but they was all out. This is our first lap time. Well, this is going on our first lap time. I think this might be our one and only lap time in this session. We are going to go on the sauce actually for this Grand Prix, just to clarify, like we are doing the one-stop strategy. So hopefully we can get through. It is going to be a bit of a struggle, but we should be able to do it. Daniel Ricciardo says a 1:32.3. I'm pretty sure that's what we said in Q1. But up to the line. DRS Open, where's it going to be? It's going to be a 33.2, and we are currently P2, which is fine. At the end of qualifying, we are 10th. Only just managed to scrape through there with the soft lap time there, but Grosjean, Sainz, Alonso, Ericsson, and someone else is out of the bloody qualifying. It's going to be Sebastian Vettel. He tried what we did, and he managed to get himself kicked out. He's out. That's a bit unfortunate, but this is our first flying lap, well, our one and only flying lap in Q3, because, as you'll find out later in the video, I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to qualifying timing. So, yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, this is basically our one and only flying lap. It's not really been the cleanest for the first sector there, as we come into the first sector split. No one has to set a lap time there, because it's right at the start. We set a 24.5. Yeah, that's definitely not the best. I've definitely done better than that before. Even in 2016, no, probably not 2016, that's a bit of a lie. I'm not sure what I'm rambling on about, but that corner, you can gain so much time over the AI. As you can see there, the braking line is telling us to brake, but we literally just lifted off a tad, and then carried on through the corner, flat out. So that's fantastic. Sorry about that little vibration there. I don't know if you heard that or not, but Kimi Räikkönen sets fastest lap time there. And we're still going through. I think that's his first lap time, the first person to set a lap time there. But this is where we also gain a lot of time on the AI. They lift off, we don't, and then we gain a lot of time down this back straight, which is fantastic as we got DRS now. And we got a car just in front of us. I don't know who it is. I think it's one of the Ferraris. It's either Ferrari or Sauber's. Kevin Magnussen's gone fastest. Not sure what's going on there. Is it? Oh yeah, it's Leclerc actually. It was one of the Saubers. But yeah, this is going to be our flying lap, final proper flying lap, to be honest. Up to the line, DRS, shortest line, Leclerc goes fastest, but we go faster by almost a second. I don't know which time Leclerc set, but yeah, like I said, that was our final lap time, because I left it too late to leave the pits, and if we had about 5 seconds more, we definitely would have got another lap time in, and we probably would have been on pole. But unfortunately, it's going to be P4 for the Chinese Grand Prix. Not really the best qualifying. Perez got another pole. He's been in the top 3 every single race. We need to be there. That's where we should be. Oh, it's kind of frustrating though. We could have definitely have got through. But, hey ho, it is what it is. Daniel Ricciardo got another good qualifying position there. So, he'll be happy. He won the real life Chinese Grand Prix. So, maybe he can change, or redo that and win in real life on the game as well. You'll never know until you watch the end of the video. But we get a pretty decent amount of resource points, about 150, just 130, yeah, 13 then, which moves us up into 655 points, and it probably will go to the aerodynamics. Hopefully it will go in the aerodynamics. I mean, as I've currently recording this voiceover, I've already recorded up to Belgium. I'm halfway through recording Belgium of the season, and I can tell you now, there is big the future is bright. The future is so bright. But speaking of brightness, it looks like it's going to be pretty cloudy for the Chinese Grand Prix. Hopefully there won't be any rain according to that, which should be good. But it is what it is. Don't need to take any penalties for power units anyway. Not right now anyway. Maybe at the end of the season we might have to take a couple. We'll never know. But the chassis is still quite dominant. The aerodynamics got an upgrade we need to upgrade, just so we can be a little bit faster around fast corners, fast-paced tracks like Britain, I guess. But anyway, let's go into qualifying for the race for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1 at the very first Chinese Grand Prix in 2004, Shanghai has consistently provided close racing and extraordinary memories. It's where Lewis Hamilton effectively lost the title in his rookie year, and it's where Nico Rosberg claimed Mercedes' first win of the modern era in 2012. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Sauber. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. It's Sergio Perez on pole position today, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Joker, Max Verstappen, and Hamilton, Leclerc, Raikkonen, Magnussen, and Nico Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, and Ericsson, Vettel, Stroll, Pierre Gasly, and Stoffel Van Dorn. Sirotkin and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Here we are on the grid ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. It's going to be a one-stop strategy. That's why we went on the soft tyres in Q2. We did manage to get through. That's how dominant our car is. A pretty strong car this year. I have high hopes for this car, but we're currently going to be starting P4. So, yeah, we definitely didn't perform to our expectations, but hey ho. Another team that's actually done really well this season so far. I know it's only the third race and it's hard to judge really, but Ferrari have dropped massively, and that's how Red Bull move up to second/third best team. I think they're tied with Mercedes right now. Not in points wise, but like performance wise, I feel like they're tied. See, look at that. We got the two Force India, Red Bull, Mercedes. Force India, Red Bull, Mercedes. So that is quite fascinating, and hopefully that could turn into a good battle between Red Bull and Mercedes, because, I mean, as I'm the player, Force India definitely should get more upgrades than AI. But anyway, we're lining up on the grid ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix, and we've had an awful start. We've dropped 2 positions there by Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc. Everyone's going past us. We're going 3 wide into turn 1 with the Sauber and the Haas. We're already going on the inside of Verstappen and Hamilton, and we've moved up into P4 once again. We've gained back the positions we lost. One of the Ferraris going around the outside of the Haas and Leclerc, both at the same time. I'm not sure who the Haas is, but Sergei Sirotkin already retiring on lap 4. That's a bit unfortunate for the Russian. But lap 5, the AI are on the ultra soft tyres, and their tyres are not going to last. They last about 6 laps around here. So that's why Bottas, I feel like his tyres are dead. Perez's tyres are dead, and he's been passed by one of the Red Bulls. So, Ricciardo, I think it was. But there you go. Perez is in the pits. So's Ricciardo. And we're just going to hang it out until I think lap 14. Lap 10. Wow. Lap 10 is where our pit window is. I mean, these tyres have done about 12, 13 laps. So that's acceptable, I guess. And it's going to be 18 laps to go on the medium tyres. Hopefully, we can... Well, hopefully they don't go off too much towards the end of the stint. Vettel stayed out on the soft tyres. He's on the same strategy as us. Where is Ricciardo? Because we're coming to the end of the pits. Is that Ricciardo coming up? There we are. He's just gone past us. Alonso is coming just past, got overtaken by Sainz. But we've got Perez in the pits. So, whatever happened to Perez, I'm not sure what happened to him. But anyway, Vettel's now pitted on lap 12, I think that was, or lap 13. I'm not sure. But we're going to run on Danny Ricciardo. And we're going to the inside. We got DRS and Rich Mix. And we're in medium ERS, so yeah. We had slipstream for a bit. And we're up the inside into turn 1. And that is us into the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix. As long as we can hold it here, we should be fine to keep the position. But this is Perez coming in for his second pit stop, going on to another set of softs, I'm pretty sure he will. And he's just going to get past, well, he just come out behind one of the, in front of one of the McLarens, so, I mean, he's not going to get held up in much traffic there. He's in clear air, so hopefully we can gain some more time on Danny Rick, and hopefully we can get a 1-2 for the Force India boys. Speaking of which, there is Danny Rick going into the pits, and the two Mercedes, well, actually, one of the Mercedes anyway, I think that's Hamilton, I'm not sure, he come into the pits, so yeah, that's good. But Sergio Perez, on the final lap, has retired from the Chinese Grand Prix. You can see how mad I was there. I was shaking the steering wheel. We could have got a 1-3, and that could have been the best result of the season for Force India. But we're going to come up to the line to win the Chinese Grand Prix. That's our first win of the season. Best result yet around China. Well, on this game anyway. So that was fantastic, and yeah, I mean, it was hardly any race highlights, but I mean, we was on the one-stop strategy, not really much to talk about, to be honest. So yeah, could probably have done a bit more if we was on the two-stop, but that's how life goes. Sometimes you get long episodes, sometimes you get short, but we're on the podium. The first step with Danny Rick just beside us, and one of the Ferraris. One of the cars I was slagging off at the start of the race, saying that they've dropped a couple of, like, they've dropped down the order of the performance. So, yeah, congratulations to Sebastian Vettel. Not sure where Raikkonen is, but I don't give a fuck. We're in first. We've won our first race of the season, and it's come out of track that I probably didn't think I would get a win. China is not my best track. I mean, it's not my worst. My worst track on this game is probably like, I don't know, Hungary or something. I'm not too sure. Haven't really thought of that, but we come first. Danny Rick second. Vettel was third. Bottas come fourth. Leclerc got a really good, decent result in fifth. Verstappen was sixth. Fernando Alonso got another good result, seventh. Kimi Räikkönen was eighth. Where was the two Mercedes? The two Mercedes, Hamilton was 14th. Bottas was in the points, so I think I read down fourth. But yeah, Force India are now leading the Constructors' Championship. I think we already was. By 2 points we're now leading, which is not the biggest margin, but we've moved up into third. Perez has been overtaken by Ricciardo there, and me and Perez are equal on points with 6 points behind Danny Rick on 43 points. But now let's speak to Claire after the Chinese Grand Prix. Now she's asking if it was a comfortable win, and I said yeah. It had the right amount of the car had the right amount of downforce. It was pretty decent on this track, and yeah, she wants to know if I had trouble getting around through the traffic. I don't really think so, but whatever that answer was, it helped the chassis development. So yeah, and she also said that I must be thrilled to be on the podium, and yeah, the team's put faith in me, and I have to deliver. So that is me delivering. And she says, well, my luck has changed better than last week, and they did. The aerodynamics, like the upgrades to the aerodynamics, has helped so much this season. They've been such a good investment, helping us get wins and stuff like that. So hopefully they can keep coming to the car, going through the rest of the season. And well, yeah, we've really got not many upgrades to do more for the aerodynamics. I mean, we've got aerodynamics will probably take most of the season to upgrade fully. That's what I'm probably going to do with the aerodynamics, because that's probably the best place to, most efficient place to upgrade. Chassis is pretty much done. I just need 2 upgrades on the brakes. And the power unit, I've only done 1 upgrade. So, I mean, if I have any extra points after doing the aerodynamics, then that's where my points are going to go. But we've got 1,000 points, so we might get an upgrade towards the end of the, well, now. Really, we might get an upgrade, just a minor upgrade, unless we can afford that major upgrade towards the aerodynamics. We're looking at the chassis upgrades there, but we're gonna go. Are we gonna go for the what are we gonna go for, Chief?
We think of this
Oh, hello. This is so long. I think I'll go with the major upgrade, or the minor upgrade, I think I'll go with, actually. Just to save the points, and then we can get two major upgrades going on the car at the same time. Rear and, well, front and rear downforce. As you can see, the two major upgrades are just stopping us from getting to the ultimate upgrade, actually, for the drag. But this is comparison from last season. We got a 3rd place in Bahrain in the first season, but we got a win here in China and become 11th in China. So we're 10 positions up for where he was last season. But let's go to Bahrain and see if the upgrade has gone onto the car. And it has. We've officially got a new upgrade to the car, so that's going to help us with a little bit of aerodynamics, and it's also going to help us, well, clear the way to get that major upgrade for the Halo, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's the Halo. And yeah, there's the ultimate drag upgrade anyway. That is gonna help us probably down like Italy and stuff like that. Azerbaijan, it would have been nice to put on the card. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a very good episode here. A very good race. We won the race. Next time out is Azerbaijan. But I've been Sidge Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.